Welcome back to Conscious Reality. Thank you for joining me. This is where we speak on love, relationships, and spirituality, where all three happens together. Listen, I ain't gonna lie, today's gonna be a little different. Today's gonna trigger some people. I don't mean to trigger you. I just want you to listen to me without being triggered. This information is not really pretty, and many won't agree with it based on emotions, based on what they think, based on what they feel. But I want us to look at ourselves and look at the reality, remove the emotion, and try to listen to what I'm saying. It's not as hard as we think. But I want to bring that general knowledge, okay? Just general information. Now, before I begin, please, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe and follow. Click on the link on the bell. Click on the bell. The notification bell that tells you when my videos are dropping. I drop videos daily, okay? So welcome. Listen, I'm the friendly neighborhood conscious reality person. I don't mean to hurt nobody's feelings. I know people are triggered a lot of times by my videos because I just speak. I'm not saying I agree with certain things, but I speak it because it's what's happening. So when I speak things, it's not based on Kirk think that this is good, and it's not about me believing it's good or a bad thing. I speak it because that's what I see. Listen, let me start by saying me. I'm 40-something years old. Based on my income, based on my looks, based on my height, based on what I am, based on my personality traits, I have a certain amount of women who are drawn to me, a certain group of women who wants that. Everybody don't want it. But in that group of women who want me based on my looks, my income, the security that I provide, my ability to make them feel this and feel that. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of woman that I get to choose from. So there's a certain group of women that I can pick from. I can't pick who I want to pick from other groups because they don't want me. And okay. Like for instance, I won't go to Beyonce or Rihanna or Kelly Rowland or one of those other whoever those people are. I won't go to them and try to get them because I know I'm not in that place. They want somebody who fits their image, who fits their level of security. It's not me. And I get it. But just because I choose a woman from a different group doesn't mean I'm settling. It means that I see where I stand. I accept where I stand. So I choose accordingly to what I'm available for, what I'm qualified for. See, I'm qualified for a certain group of women. I really am. That's just a natural thing. We all are. We all are qualified for certain people. And the thing is, when it comes to me telling a woman that, she hates to hear that. Woman, you want to know who you qualify for? No, don't take this personal. Don't get upset. You see those group of guys who keep coming to you? Who keep looking at you? Who keep inboxing you? Who keep meeting you? Who keep speaking to you? That's the ones that want you. See, sometimes that's all you can choose from. Those are the ones who are drawn to you. Those are the ones who you want. Those are the ones who look at you and find your value, sees who you are, and are trying to get to you. And the issue is a lot of times you don't want those ones because you think that you qualify for a higher one. So therefore, you just don't have nobody. Again, listen to what I'm saying. Don't be emotional right now. Just listen to what I'm saying. A lot of you, see, I have to understand who I'm qualified for. Everybody don't want me. Every woman don't want me. I'm about 5'7", right? I make a certain amount of money. So some women already said, I don't want 5'7", you're too short. Bam, I can't have those ones. And I'm not gonna try either. I ain't gonna try. Someone says, hey, Kurt, well, you don't make enough. Those ones are out too. And that's fine. Some of them say, Kurt, your stuff is not big enough. Out. So the one that's left over is the one that I can have. Do I feel bad? No. Do I think I'm settling? No, I'm not settling for them. That's what I'm qualified for. See, in the animal kingdom, which we are a part of, everybody don't win. Everybody, is survival. It's a fight for survival. May the best one win. May the most qualified win. In the human kingdom, we think that we should just show up and get the ones that we want. That's not how it works. Until we change and become this and compete, we're not going to get what we want, and we become bitter and angry thinking that, you know, men this, women this. No, it's what you are qualified for. We are all qualified for a certain type of people. Women, you got to be honest with yourself. You got to, because if the ones that you wanted, that you waiting for, found you and thought that you was what they wanted, you would have somebody. They would have come to you. They would introduce themselves. They would be calling you and texting you, but they're not doing that. You don't qualify for those guys. Those guys don't want you. Listen. We have all wanted people who don't want us. We have, we want to be a millionaire, but for some reason, the level of knowledge, the level of competence, the level of understanding, we don't have it, so we can't be a millionaire. We don't qualify for that position of being a millionaire with that type of money until we increase ourselves, increase our value. Same as relationships. You have to learn to understand the ones who come to you, the ones who are always on you, the ones who always come to you and talk to you and try you are the ones that sees the ones that are on your vibrational frequency, the ones that you are qualified for. Let me tell you, based on how you look, a lot of times it's based on how you look, based on what you wear or how you dressed. You qualify for a certain amount of men. Like for instance, listen, again, this is not personal. I know some of you all take these things personal. Listen, this is just information. You can take it or leave it. A lot of times, you'll find out a broke men who love women who wear revealing clothes. Broke men love it. If you can show all your stuff and show all your skin, and broke men love it. Men with money really don't really want. Still different. Older men who is respectable, that's not really what we want. So the more you see, so the way you dress qualify you for a certain amount of men. For a certain amount of men or type of men. Not really your income. The way you look, the way you dress, your feminine energy qualifies you for a certain type of man. Yes, your feminine energy. Just like me, my masculine energy, the level of masculine energy that I have, that I am, qualified me for a certain type of woman. If I say I'm not a man who pay all the bills and stuff. The woman who wants me to pay all the bills, who wants me to do, I'm not qualified for those. And that's okay. Listen, it's not about settling. I think we have it in our minds that we settle. We're not settling. It's just that we have to be aware that what we want sometimes is not what we are qualified for. Sometimes we want the job of this position, but we're not qualified for that position. And we have to accept it. You're not settling, because if you really want it, you will increase your value. You will increase yourself. Things that I have done to increase my value or to increase my options. I'm just being real. I have done some things to increase my option, because before, what I wanted didn't want me. So I had to figure out what I want and who would they want. The ones who I want, who would those women want? What would they want? So I began to get fit. I began to make more money. I began to have different, like a few streams of income. I began to heal my mind certain ways. I began to do certain things. Next thing I know, the ones who I wanted looked at me. They noticed me. Bam, my qualification changed because I changed. I couldn't sit there and complain about, these women, they just want this and that. They want this type of man. Listen, that's not my fight. Whoever they want, they should want. Whoever I want, I should want. You can't complain. You can't get mad about who I want. You can't get mad about who they want. I can't get mad about what you want or who you want. I can't. I could just change my frequency, change what I do, increase my value so that what I want now looks at me. If you have a hard time finding a man or a woman, you have to look at yourself first. What are you doing? What do you have? What do you have? Are you extremely overweight and you can't see it? Are you keeping yourself up? Is your feminine energy out there? Is it up there? You see what I'm saying? Are you pretty? A lot of things qualify you for a certain man or woman, and we don't. And for some reason, you all hate that because yes, you said that you don't want these men who come to you. I don't want these men. I have the right to not want these men. I have the right to reject these men, and you do. But the ones you want, the question is, are they coming to you? Are they in your inbox? Are they DMing you? Because a lot of times the ones you want are the ones who everybody else wants. The ones you want is the ones who everybody else want. And that's okay. But now you have to become competitive. That's the truth. You don't like it. You have to be competitive. If the woman that I want, all these other men want, I have to compete. Listen, in the animal kingdom, have you ever seen those birds? Those male birds who gotta do their feathers this way, do this dance and do this thing to attract the female bird, and all the men doing it, but the female choose one. This is nature. We hate that. We think as human beings that should be done. We should never do all these things. Yeah, it's competition, because in the general population, you ain't got to compete that hard. But if you want what you want, because a lot of times women want this man who provides. Sometimes all the bills. You want a man who's strong. You want a man who's healthy and fit. You want a man who is secure, who makes you feel secure. You want a masculine man. Everybody wants that. Oh, you want a conscious man. Every woman wants that. So to get that, you have to say, what do I need to be to have that what I want? Because all the women are wanting that. His choices is bigger. Why should he choose you? Just like me. Listen, I keep saying just like men. So it's not just you do this. Everybody does this. There are some men right now in their mother's basement, in their grandmother's basement, who hate the fact that women don't want them. And they have their podcasts and they disrespect women. They call women all these names, gold diggers, this and that. Why? Because what they want, don't want them. So people are angry. We have a lot of women who are in places, and listen, there's no disrespect. You have a lot of kids, you are extremely overweight, you're not this and you're not that, and you hate the fact that men has a choice to choose from what he or she, or from what he doesn't want. You hate the fact because you think as a human being, you should be qualified for whatever. As a woman, you should be qualified for all the men that you want. It's not how it works. As a man, I'm not qualified for every woman. I'm not. So we have to be self-aware. See, many of us are not self-aware. We think that you see, I hear so much women all the time talking about what they deserve and who they want and what they should have. And when you look at them, you realize, no, you're not going to get that. But it sounds good. Somebody told you, then yes, you can get whatever you want. But you can't. You can't have whatever you want. People out there competing. People out there living their best life. People out there going to the gym, working out, getting high-paying jobs, doing this and doing that and healing. And you just there saying, well, I'm a woman. I should have, I'm a God-fearing woman. I'm a God-fearing woman, I have a good heart. No, that's not going to do it. That doesn't do it. That doesn't qualify you. That qualifies you for a certain type of men, and those men are coming to you every single day, but you don't want to choose one. There are good women and men in that certain group who are coming to you, but you just don't want to see it because you think that you qualify for a higher. You can believe that you qualify for anything you want to, but the truth is, look at your life. Look at where you're at. So many of us, we say, I quit. I don't want nobody. If I can't have what I want, I don't want nobody. I just be single. I get it. It is what it is. A lot of you out here, women, a lot of times, that's why I'm single. I don't care, and I'm out the game. And let me tell you this, you could be out the game. People don't miss you. Just like me. If I say I'm out the game, would you all miss me? Probably not. You all won't even notice. So nobody cares that you're out the game and you're single and you don't want to participate and you don't want to play and you don't want to compete. Nobody cares. We say these things all the time. Every time we come on social media, we're repeating, that's why I'm single. That's why I'm this. I don't want it. You could want whatever you want. You could be single, whatever you want single. And you could be out the game, but nobody wants you. But if you're out the game, be quiet. If you're out the game, what are you talking about? Be out the game. Ain't nothing wrong with being out the game. Ain't nothing wrong with being single. Be single. But the truth is, understand that we all have a cap in what we can have. We can't have everybody that we want. So we got to see the ones who want us and choose from the best one amongst that group. We got to choose from the best one in that group. Because listen, the truth is the majority of us are average. Average people, average working citizen. And that's what we are, average working citizen. But for some reason, that's not what we want in return. It's like we want to bring $5 to a Gucci store. We think that $5 could afford that Gucci purse. It can't. You have to bring that equal You have to be qualified. You have to bring that qualified money to get that qualified purse. You have to bring yourself. So what am I saying? If you see that you're not getting the man or woman that you want, increase your value, increase yourself. Do what you know for a fact that that person that you want would want. You know, you have to study that group of people that you want. I had to study the group of women that I want. I had to study them. What do they want? And I had to work on becoming that. I didn't sell myself out. I just wanted what I want. Just like if you want a job, you got to go to school. You got to suck up going to school. You got to suck up going to sleep at night because you got to study. You got to suck it up. You got to wake up every morning, tired, going to school, missing days. And you got to do a lot of things to get what you want. Then you finally get the position. But when you get the position, the work don't stop. You got to keep going to all this other stuff, all this other extra schooling and, you know, all this certification. You have to keep going. Some people ain't want to do all those things. So they qualify for a certain amount of pay, a certain job. We don't, for some reason, we think that's the worst thing to tell women. Women believe that that's the worst thing to be. Women believe that that's the worst thing to hear because you think that you deserve this, I deserve that, I deserve this. You can, listen, you can say that you deserve whatever you want to deserve. That's your business. But I'm telling you, each of us is only qualified for a certain type of people, a certain group. I get to choose from this group. I can't choose from this group. Megan Good don't want me, whatever her name is. Beyonce don't want me. Kim Kardashian don't want me. I won't even try. But just because I pick the one who wants me does not mean that I'm settling. It means that I'm aware. It means that I know where I'm at. It means that I choose knowing that's where I'm at. If I wanted higher, I would elevate higher. I don't feel like doing all the work. So we can't get mad at this statement. We can't get mad at this knowledge. You can stay what you are. Nobody forcing you to change or becoming better or go to the gym or work out or make more money. You can do whatever you want. But I'm telling you, as a man, I will tell men. As a man, I will teach my young men, my young brothers this. Brother, don't try too hard right now in your 20s getting a woman. Increase yourself. Bring that income. Get your body in shape. Do your healing. Get your mind clear. Because when you get to that place and you are 35, you can choose from a different group of women who qualify for that type of man. Because your qualification changes. When you get that income, when you get that money, that security, when you can provide all those things and you look good and you're healthy and you fit, you get a different type of woman. You ain't got to settle for the woman that you don't want. It's the same thing. Nothing changes. But for some reason, when a woman hates that, you think that somebody is talking trash. This is 2023, 2024. That's what the world is coming to. This is a dog-eat-dog world. You get to choose from what's in your group that you're qualified for. So listen, I know some of y'all don't like this information. Some of y'all don't even watch the full video. And I get it. Some of y'all are going to leave bad comments. I get it too. But just hear what I'm saying. This is not meant to hurt nobody's feelings. It's not meant to discourage you. It means that sometimes you got to tweak what you are to get what you want. If you're not getting what you want, change what you are. Change what you are given. What you're given ain't enough. You're just mad and saying, that's all. No, it's not all. If you stop being mad, listen, stop being angry, and play the game right. Life is a game. The best players win. I mean, we all lose anyways at the end. But it's not lose, but we all go to the same place. Thank you all for watching. And thank you all for being here. I hope you subscribe. This is not what I talk about usually, but it's about relationship. This is about relationship. This is a part of our nature. People, many of us are wasting time thinking that we have all these other options. And we are waiting until we get old and dried up because we're waiting for that right person. That person is a higher frequency. The person we waited until we're old and gray and we can't enjoy our bodies anymore because we almost close to the grave. Don't wait for that long. Don't waste your nice 40s, nice 30s until you're 65. You can't do what you can, you can't do the same things anymore. 70 years old, you want to meet somebody. And when you meet at 70, it's not going to be any better than what you can meet now. Because the men they ain't like the men get better. I'm just saying, be aware of what you are. Be aware of where you are. Be aware of what you are doing. Because that's what we all have to do. But don't wait I'm not gonna waste my youth at this. I'm in this prime age. I'm 43 years old. I'm not gonna waste this waiting for the perfect woman to come no. Listen, all women are perfect. All men are perfect. We're just at different levels of perfection. I'm not gonna waste this strong, healthy to say, I'm good. Then when I'm 80 years old, when I can't get my stuff up, when I have diabetes and all this chronic stuff, my prostate is bad now to give this to a woman. That's not fair. You can't wait until you gain all this weight and get old and dry it up and then give that to a man and say, well, now I understand. Here you go, man. No. Some of y'all, that's what you all are doing. You're waiting for the one that God sends you. Listen, God send you. That's a human choice. Who you choose is up to you. It's not about God. We try to bring God into everything. God already provided all the men. Choose one. Find one based on your frequency. Find one based on your level. That's what you got to do. God. If you can't figure out what you desire, what you want, don't bring God into it. Just like a job. You have a job. Why? Because you're qualified for that job. You ain't qualified to be a lawyer. You ain't qualified to be a doctor. You ain't qualified to be an astronaut. But you qualified for that job and you took it. Ain't no God saying, well, I know, but you have a good heart, but I can make you a doctor. No, to make a doctor, you have to go do the doctor work. Some of us don't want to do the work. So you only qualify for a certain position. Whether it's in relationship, whether in social stuff, whether in money, finances, you only qualify for what you qualify for. Don't fight it. That's just, I didn't make this rule. I'm just speaking. I didn't make this up, by the way. This is just nature. Anyways, thank you all for looking. Make sure you subscribe for more. Make sure you follow. Make sure you hit that notification bell to know when I'm on here or when I post another video or when I'm live, because I go live on Facebook almost daily now. Thank you all. Have a beautiful day.